Hi, this is John from Monstercraftsman. Today we're going to be showing you how to install our xs650 Brat Kit on your bike. We do the videos to show you how easy it is to take a stock bike and completely transform it into something that's personal and custom and cool to you, something that you like. So follow along. This is the Brat Kit that we sell, and we're going to show you how to put it on a frame. What we have here is a mostly stripped down Yamaha xs650. Now you don't even have to remove your wheels and your forks like this one. This was a basket case that we had sitting around that we're going to use to show you. But what you want to do before you start actually cutting on the frame is you want to remove the things that are going to be in the way, you know, like the seat and the battery, and you just want to basically start stripping things off of the back of the bike. This is the area of the frame right here that we're going to be taking off, and then we're going to be putting the Brat Kit on here. So this is the area that you want to focus on. So what's cool about the Brat Kit install, as opposed to installing a hardtail, where you're actually removing the back half of the frame, you're installing the hardtail, and then you have to align everything, otherwise it's going to affect the drive line. With this kit, it's nice because you're just taking a part of the frame. It's kind of this back triangle part that holds the seat, and it has the shock mounts on it. And we're going to snip 4 sections, and then we're going to install our Brat Kit. So right here below the arrow, we're going to make a nice straight cut right above this weld right here. Same thing on this side, and then the 2 connections right here, and you'll see how easy it is. Now we're going to be using a nice cut-off wheel and a grinder today to do our cutting. You can also use a sawzall, or basically whatever you have. I mean, if you have a hacksaw and that's all you have, you can cut this with a hacksaw. Cut the 4 sections on the frame, this back part of the frame is just going to pop right off. It really is that easy. Now after you take the back part of the frame off, after you've cut it, you want to clean up the welded area and get this whole gusseted area totally clean and even out your cut best you can. Now when your frame is cleaned up after you've cut the rear section of the frame off, you're going to basically test fit the Brat Kit. There's plugs already welded on the Brat Kit. You literally just drop it right into the frame, and it should drop right onto the stock frame. And you can tell that it's about ready to weld. Before we actually weld it though, what we're going to do, because it's plug welded on the Brat Kit, we're also going to weld the plugs in the frame before we weld around the frame. So we're going to actually drill holes in the back of the frame so we can actually plug weld it. Now I have the frame kind of flipped over, but we want to drill some holes for the plug weld. It's always a good idea to obviously drill a pilot, center punch it if you can't get it started. There's a second hole. I like to open up the holes for a plug weld like this up to about 1/2 inch. After you drill your holes for your plug welds, don't forget to clean up around the holes. You want to get the paint away so you have a good weld. plug weld holes are drilled in the frame, we're going to clamp the Brat Kit to the frame and we're going to start tacking it up and getting ready to actually weld it. Now when you have the Brat Kit fully welded to the frame and you're ready to mount the shocks, we just want to make sure you put the components together correctly. Here's the shock. Here's a spacer. We're going to go ahead and press that into the shock. If you have a soft hammer, you can tap it. Now we have the metal spacer pressed into the shock. We're going to put the shoulder bolt on. We're going to put the stainless washer on first, like that. And we're going to slide the shoulder bolt through the spacer. And then we're going to put the other stainless washer on the other side and push the shoulder bolt through the shock mount. Then we're going to put on a split washer and our lock nut. Always use Loctite. Now the shock is successfully mounted to the shock mount and we're ready to go. Now that you see how easy it is to install the Brat Kit on an xs650, we hope that you check out Monstercraftsman where you can pick one up today. Thanks again.